everyone, this is Jayma Malmi, and I'm doing something a little different today. I haven't shared a whole lot on my YouTube channel, and there's a lot of scrapbook layouts that are on my blog, but I didn't do a process video because I recently started that. Or some of them haven't even made it to my blog yet. So I thought I would walk you through my scrapbooks, and today I am going to start with my daughter's first year. So bear with me, this might get a little bit long, but I'm gonna try to make it a little bit speed up as best I can. So for starters, I took all the pages that are 12 by 12 pages out of the page protectors, and this scrapbook is still in process. She's 4 now, but I haven't finished her first year album. But this is the intro page, which I've done. I just need to decide which photo to put in here. I still haven't decided. And truth be told, I haven't thought about it in a while. But this paper pack, this is from, where's it from? This Sweet Girl paper pack, which this is a 6x6. I had 2 of these, and then the 12 by 12, and this is what I based her room off of. It's a garden theme, and all the colors are these colors. So this is what I wanted her intro to her scrapbook to be. And unfortunately my scrapbook pages got a little bit warped, but should be able to sort of be fixed. Anyways, one of my favorite things to do on scrapbook layouts is put wood veneers, and sometimes I like to put them on raw, but sometimes I like to color them to match whatever my project is, and I usually color them with Copic markers. And then this actually has some shine on it. I don't know if you can see that, but I put some Wink of Stella. There's some, you can see some of the shine, but there's some Wink of Stella on all of these pieces. So there we go. And this is her first layout, and I used the Cricut Artbooking Cartridge, which is from Close to My Heart. It was the first time I used that cartridge. It's actually when this first came out. And there's some Wink of Stella in these little banner pieces. The thing with the Cricut Artbooking Cartridge is this, as you see it right here, I don't think I did any, I don't think I changed anything to it, but this is actually how it's designed. So it designs a whole themed 12 by 12 2-page spread for you. And it does some mini books and stuff too, but they're all designed. So like if you see in Cricut Design Space, oh, I like that mini book, or I like that layout, and you add it to your design project, it formats, it puts this all out on the mat for you and sizes it proportionally and correctly, and so this is what you get. If all you have to do is a click of a button, change the colors if you want, and that's all there is to it. So that is Close to My Heart's Artbooking Cartridge. And I mix some pocket pages in my scrapbooks, because sometimes I like to do pocket pages and sometimes I like to do 12 by 12 pages. So the reason I'm showing you all these pages in the scrapbook is because I have some pocket pages in here, and I wanted to keep everything in order. I didn't want to take everything out of order. So I'm sorry it's hard to see the pocket pages because of the glare. This one isn't too exciting because it was really dark photos in the birthing room, but this was the hospital layout that I did. And this is when I very first started pocket scrapbooking, and I was trying to kind of figure out my style, and I kept it very simple because these are some of the first pages I did when she was still a little baby, and so I didn't have a lot of time. I just kind of threw some pictures in there. I was lucky that I even got these done, and I thought I was going to document more than I did, so I started doing more photos, and of course the important ones are the ones when she was first born, but I started out her scrapbook with a ton of photos, and then I had to start weaning them down to like, okay, only like the really special photos. I'm sure every mom knows what that's like. Every mom scrapbooker knows, oh, you start out with a lot of photos and then you just scrapbook the ones you really love. So anyways, I rounded the corners on my photos, and I decided actually later on I don't really like doing that. So you'll see throughout my album that I kind of go back and forth to doing that. I like to lay my embellishments on top of the page protector. That way, if I have something bulky, it's not kind of bulking up the whole page. And by the way, I use Close to My Heart's page protectors for the pocket protectors and the 12x12s. They're really, really sturdy. They're much sturdier than any of the other brands I've seen. And they've got this 1/4 inch seam right here so that everything will lay flat. I use the 3-ring binder for my albums, but if you have them in a traditional post-bound scrapbook, they lay exactly flat. They're really, really high quality. I love them. I will not use anything else. So anyways, now here's one that I like a little bit better. Blinged it up. Again, these are all on the outside. These are Close to My Heart's, they call Project Life Picture My Life. It's their version of Project Life. And so I just I lay out the pictures how I like them, and then I slide them in, and then I do my embellishing later. And this is a 12x12 layout. Proud Daddy. All right, so here's another 12x12 layout. My parents meeting her for the first time. These are all really old Close to My Heart papers because these are from like 4 years ago. And here's another pocket page. Again, these are just kind of everyday photos, so nothing too exciting here. And here's something cool. I really like this spread. Okay, so what I did with this one is I wanted to play up the purple. So there's the purple hydrangeas and the purple bedding here, and everything that had anything but purple or that went with purple, I made a grayscale photo. So I got a little bit more artsy with this layout than I did with some other ones. But this is a little photo shoot we did when she was 3 days old. So there's those, and then this is Close to My Heart's Flip Flaps, which is made out of the same high quality material as their page protectors, but they're really cool. So this sticks to here onto the outside and then folds over so you can add 2 more pictures and it doesn't interrupt the look of the layout. So you can put them on regular 12x12 layouts or pocket pages. If you were doing it on a regular 12x12 layout, which I have in here somewhere probably, or else in one of my other albums that I will be sharing, is you just put, and they come in various sizes, you just put them over wherever you want it. So even if it's on a 12x12 page, you can put it right here in the middle if your photo's right there and you lift it up. You can see this photo, and this photo. So this is when she met our dog, which this is Oslo, and he actually passed away about a month ago. So it's hard to look at these photos still. He was a good dog. So I tried, this is 4 horizontal layouts, and there's all these different orientations that the pocket page protectors come in. The other thing I like about embellishing on the outside of the pages is you can overlap like where the lines are. So if I were to embellish just on this 4x6 picture or just in the area where that's going to go in the pocket, you can't do this. And I really like the look of that. I think it adds a nice artistic element. And then also with things like this, like the glitter, I think glitter and sparkles get just a little bit dimmer when you put them behind the page. And maybe that's just me because I just love some bling, but I like to have them out too. So again, not great photos, not the greatest layout, but it documents those first few days with her. My son will not have as many pictures even in his first week. I haven't even done most of his first year. I really like this, how this came out. This uses a lot of that Sweet Girl paper that I showed you in the beginning. And then the Cricut cut. This is not Sweet Girl, this is from another line, I forget, but I think the rest of it is. And these are stickers from that line too. So here's a layout that documents our first outing, and this is when she was 8 days old, and we just went to a couple stores, and I wore her in my Catan wrap, and we were in line waiting to check out at, I should journal all this, I don't know why I didn't. We were in line waiting to check out at a store, and all of a sudden this big explosion sound comes out, and I feel the outside of the baby Catan wrap is wet, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Somehow I managed to finish checking out. I think we were next in line, took her to the car, and sorry, might be a little TMI, but she had poop everywhere. So that was fun. And here's just some more kind of everyday pictures. I love this. She's wrapped up in my baby blanket here. I love that. This blanket is very special to me. My grandma made it. Okay, so here's another 12 by 12 layout. This is a layout that we did at Close to My Heart convention, and it's not really my typical style, but it was fun to do. I like to have more photos on a page than this. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I like to fit as many photos as I can on a page if I'm going to be spending that time. And so this was kind of a fun use of stamps. This is all stamping. And here. And this next layout is another one of my favorites. This is, this bow cracks me up. I made this for her, and it's so big on her. She was so tiny. She was under 6 pounds when she was born, and this was when she was maybe just over a month old, and it was just so big on her. It's really only like this big, maybe 3 inches in diameter, but maybe 3.5, but it just looks so huge on her. So let's see if you get this whole page. I really like the colors on this page. I like how it turned out. The washi, I used washi as if it were holding the page on, even though it's on the outside of the page protector. A lot more wood veneers that I colored with Copics in a couple different colors of pink. And I love these cards. These cards just, they all coordinate so nicely together. This is one of the retired Close to My Heart card packs. It's got some gold embossing, which I like. So this was some of Chris's, my husband's family, meeting her for the first time. Like I said, this album is not finished. One of the hardest things I've found with doing pocket pages is you have to match up the back exactly like you have on the front. So if whatever pictures I put in here that follow this need to be in this format. So that's the only thing I don't like about pocket pages, but I love the fact that you can fit so many more photos on a spread, and I just think it looks so nice and organized. So I love that. This is another layout that I did at Close to My Heart convention a few years ago. And it's old paper, but it's mixing a couple paper packs, which was fun. And these are all stamped and cut out, and I like that they're just black. So that was fun. All right, and here is another pocket page. I really like arrows and rhinestones and hearts for pocket pages because you can just like put them anywhere. I have tons of arrows and sparkles and hearts, any kind of thing that's like that. In fact, and I love like puffy stickers, so I'll show you like some of the variations I have. Some of them are close to my heart, some of them aren't. I just see, whenever I see some cool arrows or hearts at any store, I usually pick them up. Because I just always reach for them. Okay, let's move along here. I could talk about this forever, but you don't want to stay here forever. Okay, so I really like this layout too, and I played off of my Damask Ergo carrier. This is a Petunia Pickle Bottom like special edition Ergo, which I just love, and so I played off of those colors and I pulled in the Damask in some other areas. This is from another close to my heart, Picture My Life collection that's retired, but I played up the red a little bit. I put a little heart on this camera and a sequin right there. Here's arrows again. Some of them I just outlined, some of them I colored. This was Kaylin's first football game. This was at Husky Stadium, but we were living in Oregon, and we went up to Seattle to the game, which is where we had moved from recently. All right, moving right along. This is a layout that was from a workshop on the go from Close to My Heart. Sometimes they have, well, they always have workshop on the go kits, or now they're called Workshops Your Way, where it's a kit that has everything you need to create a layout with instructions and a cut guide and everything, so it makes it really easy to pull this together. And all the coordinating embellishments. These are the stickers and puffy stickers and ribbon. I always tend to put my own spin on things like that, but for the most part, kind of keep to it. So this also was from that same paper kit, and I think this was also from the Workshops Your Way guide. They have a couple of options. I think I changed the background. I used the old Fundamentals paper that has like a UV coating pattern on it. So I love this picture. It was so funny. She used to suck this little beak, so I want to document that. I left this page in the protector because I wanted to show you. Now this is what I was talking about earlier, the flip flap on a regular 12 by 12 layout. So you can put it right over the picture, and then you get more pictures. So it's hard for me to give up, quote unquote, give up any of these pictures because I just thought they were all so cute, but only wanted one like as the feature on the page, and to work with the design I didn't want to add 2 more photos to the design on the layout, so it works well. This also used that same paper. I think this was Charlotte paper from Close to My Heart a couple years ago, and this was I think the first snow day we had. Yeah, it would have had to have been the first snow day we had when we moved to Oregon. And we got so much snow, more snow than Oregon usually gets, or more snow than Eugene normally gets. So it was fun. And my dog loved playing in the snow. He was a snow dog. He lived for the snow, so he was so happy. And Kaylin loved it too. We did a fun little photo shoot outside. And let's see, this is one of my favorite layouts. I love this. I just think it's so cute. I like this little photo grid, and her playing with Oslo. She just loved him, and he loved her. He was so cute. So cute with her. They were best little buds when she was little. My son got to meet him too. He's 1 now, almost 1.5, but he was already the dog was already kind of slowing down by the time he came around. So I love this layout too, and I love this paper. This was the brushed paper from Close to My Heart, and it is one of my all-time favorites. So this took me quite a while to do this layout, but I just love how it turned out. I think this also was from a Workshops Your Way that I altered just a tad. But these brushed complements, these flowers, they're like metal, that were available with this kit. I just love them. I've been hoarding them. I bought a few packs and they're so fun. They add quite a bit of bulk, but they are just so pretty. This is all stamping. And then this background, I used a Cricut cut background, kind of like that first layout that's in here. This. So that Artbooking cartridge cuts all kinds of different shapes as background overlays like this. And so I used one of them. I think this was a technique they showed in the Workshops Your Way, to cut out the background and then use a sponge dauber to daub the background. So there's this layout. This I stamped first generation, second, third, fourth, fifth generation stamping, so I just didn't re-ink each time with the same stamp. This is a stamp that I cut out. And so is this. This is cut out too. It looks so pretty and vibrant. Alright, close to done, guys. So here's another pocket page. I really love how this turned out. This is when I was starting to find my groove eventually with pocket pages. Those first several I didn't like so much. Plus I was a new sleep-deprived mom. But so I like how this one turned out, and hope you can see that with the glare okay. Embellishing these is one of my favorite things to do. I love how this layout turned out too. Isn't it funny? Do you remember when you do layouts exactly where you were when you created that layout? I was on a weekend retreat when I did this one. I can remember exactly as I finished it, and I think right after this I was trying to hurry because lunch was ready, and I remember the details around as I was creating these. It's so fun. All right, and this is a spread that goes together, that one side is a pocket page and one side is a 12 by 12. And I want to point out that I saved the inside of this paper, which is this fun chevron paper, because it's not going to show. And so you can make your paper go further, and I actually used it over here. So don't waste that. If you're going to be covering it up, then don't waste that paper. That's good paper. That's like $1 a sheet right there. This is a nice paper. I forget who this is from, but I really love this paper. I think I ended up buying more of it. This is some gold foiled vellum that was from a Close to My Heart kit. This is a Project Life embellishment, some wood veneers. I have wood veneers, so many wood veneers in like just little things because I love putting them on my layouts. This is Project Life also. These are retired little enamel shapes from Close to My Heart. And then the pocket page, these pictures are just so cute. This was her 11-month photo shoot. And she's just such a character. She's always been such a little character. She's got full of life. I tried doing little like little photo like wardrobe changes with her and adding a necklace around her and headbands and stuff, and she wasn't having it, but that makes it even cuter. Trying to take it all off. So that is it. So thank you for bearing with me sharing this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I am going to be sharing future albums as well, so that all of my scrapbook pages can live on YouTube as well, and not just my blog. But if you want to see some of these more close up, go to my blog at jamamalney.com, and you can click on the tag for scrapbook, and it will show you all my scrapbook posts. And in the meantime, I will post another video for more albums later on, pretty soon here. And thanks for hanging with me. Have a great day.